Hi, hello. Now, as you can tell, this is a little, it's a little antiquated. It's 2012 print, which is definitely before the rework of the Drow. So, they're very dark skinned. But it's got some really cool information about how to run a campaign here. Some cool stuff about. I pulled this page up for last time. I don't know how much you can actually read. Does the house look familiar? From our 𝒸𝒾𝒁 expert, the friend we made, and Moonrise Towers. So I am really excited to read through this and really be just absolutely incessant with all my Drow lore. I am going to absolutely be insufferable. And I can't wait. I mean, gosh, let's just flip through this for a second. Let's see. Last time, our sweet, precious baby drider boy led us to Moonrise Towers. And we're here now. We're still looking for a light because we can't really go anywhere until we get that light. But we've already met some really cool people. And I've already got to drop some really cool Drow lore about the house, which was psionic, by the way. That was their specialty. We left off not going in this room, but it looks like minthara is getting called out a little bit. I'm kind of nervous to step in there. Because we might get recognized. And we might get in trouble.
Sister, pray with me while we wait.
Okay, so this is where we came in. And we went that way. So we didn't go through these doors. And we haven't gone over and around here. Okay. Oh, what the fuck?
Now that.
Barnabas, who are you? I don't know this man. Okay, so, oh, we can actually take that water. And sausage, question mark? Oh, so they'll share food with us. Okay, well, should probably pull this band-aid off, huh? Oh, wait, who are you people? This isn't the minthara room. This is different. Is minthara room in here? Suspicious sounds. Oh no, it's the meat. Minthara room is over here? Yes. Minthara room is over here.
Hello. Save us.
Oh!
Bugger that. Too much bowing and scraping. I'll happily take the shadows.
Oh. That gives me a lot to think about. Ketheric Thorm.
I await your judgment, General.
Well, we'll get to that, man. I'm not doing that right now. Happy Fizz! You're so cool. What are you doing? What are you doing hanging out? Can I get a shout out for Beepish, please? If you don't know Beeps, Beeps is my friend. We play D&D together. He
Now that
plays a half-orc chef in our Waterdeep Dragon Heist game. because I just got here and oh, look what Merlin gave me.
That smells.
I'm gonna read it so much. But yeah, go follow Beepish. Beepish, you're playing Stardew right now? The new patch stuff?
Bugger that. Too
Wish I
much
could get into it.
bowing and
Stardew makes me go to sleep at a certain time and I
I'll
hate it.
happily take the shadows instead.
So I haven't been playing any. Even though I know so many people love it. Okay, so I can't deal with that shit right now. So we're gonna go deal with other shit. I don't got time for that. Okay, so I don't need more sausage in my life. I really don't like whatever this is because it looks meaty. Is this a clue for the meat sounds? The meat sounds on the walls? I really, 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 really hate it. Really hate it. No, wait! I am getting near the suspicious sounds. Holy shit. I just looked at the map. Oh, God. No, I was right. I was right. This is one of those times where I really don't want to be right.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Do I need to set this ablaze? Can I injure it? No, it is not taking damage. But just because it doesn't take blunt damage doesn't mean it won't take other types of damage. Well, not that that's blunt force, it's technically piercing. But you have a fire cantrip, don't you, Astarion? You do. Do you mind setting us aflame?
At least things have stayed interesting.
The reaction failed.
Maybe that's it for now. Okay, I've got Belle. Oh, are you the gnolls? Barnabas, Temelia. Are you controlling them? To be little kitchen assistants? Timothy. Oh my god. Alright.
Have to keep going.
I'm gonna try to talk to the gnome first. Or the gnoll. That's... gnome? Halfling? The only way I can tell is whether the ears are pointy or not. Oh! Alright.
Something's on my mind.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you?
Barnabas?
I've shown Barnabas a kinder way. A kinder name is only fitting. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better.
You've actually stood before the Absolute.
I have. It is one thing to hear her voice. Quite another to feel the power she can grant. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie. Come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do?
Oh, ooh. This, doesn't feel great. I don't think Belle feels very sorry for the gnoll. This is pretty commonplace behavior for, Drow society, but we've got to keep our cover. You decide.
The prayer, I think. Barnabas struggles with civilized speech, but he's been practicing.
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
Many hearts. One soul.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
So if we sever her control, probably have a fight on our hands. Let's just be real. Because that means the Gnoll will go free. But the Gnoll might eat her. The whole tower might turn on us. It's still a video game, right? If this was at the table, it might unfold a little differently. But, well, let's just see. Let's fuck around and find out a little. So, tapping into her knowledge of mind control just from the studies done at 𝒸𝒾𝒶, not that she's ever had terribly much talent for it, Belle attempts to sever that thread of control that this Linsella has over Barnabas. I expected this DC would be high. Fuck, we could have got it if we'd rolled higher on our D4. Damn. I'm not going to use inspiration on this because I've needed inspiration for things that I've really wanted lately. So I'm going to save those.
They battle silently for a long moment, the Gnoll's heart drumming with strain. Then all at once, his heart stops.
Oh, Barnabas. I'm so sorry, me darling. He isn't the first to die. Her love is simply too much for some. I hope you will fare better when your time comes.
Deranged. Absolutely deranged. I'm curious as to how to meet the Absolute, even though I have absolutely zero desire to do so. And how do I get to meet the Absolute?
Please, 𝒸𝒹. And you will be called to ascend to the tower top. Many have gone before you, though not all have returned.
Poor
The Absolute
Barnabas.
is giving you a second chance, loves. Don't waste it.
This is gross. This is so gross. Well, I can loot Barnabas. Poor little buddy. Oh no. Not gonna loot him. But I did want to see what was on his little bod. Poor guys. Okay, so we can't really touch anything here. Is there even a book to read? Or, you know, there might be a cute recipe book or something. Don't see much, unfortunately. The suspicious sounds. Are they back? It won't let me not. There we go.
The reaction failed.
So are they at a different spot now? I'm trying to stand on top of the icon. The icon is still right here. Maybe it's just lingering. Well, gross. Maybe we go out here now. Ooh, outside. Well, outside has been treating us very well.
In the dark.
We got to see that cute kitty last time, but I already talked to them, and I would prefer never ever to do that again. Oh, wait, where are you going, babe? I clicked on... We're just gonna follow her out?
My brothers have the dreams too. Same as me.
Shh, you go away.
They wouldn't admit it.
Oh no, are we gonna follow our drider boy up? Okay, is there even anything up here? Can we walk along the ramparts to get over here? Oh god, oh god. Is she going down? She is. Hold on. Okay, we're not taking any... We're moon shielded right now. So we're okay. I'm gonna let... Oh, they're blocking it right now. Come here. Oh. Alright.
Winged brother took my meat. They swoop and steal. We stoop and
Gross.
struggle.
Gross. Okay. I'll be really excited if we get to see a ghast, though. So, we looked in here with the grody sounds. Ew. Oh, look at that! What the fuck? Ew, ew, ew! How do I get there? Okay, I'm looking. Oh, I see it. Get up here. Oh, I can move that trunk.
I'm checking again.
You won't land us on the hook in there with them.
Okay, so we're gonna have to come over here. And then we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here.
Where do you hail?
What's that?
Gross, gross, gross.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone.
Baby, don't put your face
The
in there.
pulse of a crawling, living thing.
Yeah, let's try to figure out what the fuck that is. Our Arcana's not great, but... Oh, Eilistraee, please. Thank God. Eilistraee, be precise.
You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid.
Oh! Oh! Blunder. This is the House of Sin. Wait. This is gross. Alright. So, I'm going to pretend that Belle rolled an intelligence saving throw, we'll say. And it didn't go super well. So we're going to stick our little hand in. Because I want to know what happens for science. I'm so sorry I made you do this.
Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind.
Ew.
A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
Ew.
What in the hell's... Oh no, not again.
It's a trap.
Tendrils
What?
snap
Oh.
like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now.
Well, I did this to myself. We don't have any strength to speak of. I have 1 dex. We don't have much from sleight of hand. I do think she would try to wiggle free. And 𝒸𝒾𝒶𝓁. I am definitely willing to take being burned while she yanks me free than wherever I'm going to be drug. Drillin, your warning was a little late, sweetie. So, Belle is going to wiggle like her fucking life depends on it. This is why I needed my inspiration. Thank you, Eilistraee. Eilistraee is like, not today.
With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Ew.
Careful. In future, you can't just stick your hand in every strange hole you come across.
Sorry. Well. Gross. Can I tell somebody about the wall? Where else can we go in the rafters? Oh, we can peek.
Absalom, save us.
Wow, we can go everywhere. Okay, it won't let me move the camera anymore. So let's, now that we are saved, thank you, Eilistraee.
Bugger that. Too much bowing and scraping.
What is that noise?
I'll happily take the shadows instead.
The reaction failed. We can pour it off as a left.
We are to the conclusion of our efforts. I ask you again, why am I here?
I don't know. That's kind of what I want to know. Can I snoop? I might want to stealth. Oh, well, it doesn't matter because it looks like I can still be seen up here. Who is seeing me? Are you seeing me? Oh, maybe I don't do this then, because the whole point was to be stealthy, but if I'm still seen up here, that kind of ruins. Stop making that noise! It kind of ruins my fun. Okay, well, back we go.
Not over, then through.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers.
Yes. No!
Oh, honey, sweetheart.
You blame the Absolute's chosen for your failure.
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
Oh. What a weird dog creature. I don't like him. All right. Well, how would we play this? I do think Bella's wincing inwardly because, not that she's responsible, but she's watching another drow woman scrabble like this to this man. I don't know how wise it is to use any sort of influence. I don't know if our situation is particularly unique. I'm a little nervous. Because we have just a +3. I don't feel like that, it's going to do much for us. I think Belle might be cocky enough to think that she could probably influence the orc. I don't think, I mean, we don't know, Belle doesn't know, that this is Ketheric Thorm. So, while she might normally have seen that as an option, I just, wow. This is gonna suck for us one way or the other, because Minthara's gonna turn around and be like, you. So. This is what I want to do, this is what I want to try. Even though this person really did just, make quite a display, so. I bet this DC is going to be very high. Oh, 16's not bad. Plus some guidance and some inspo. We might just pull this off. Oh, well, definitely not on that roll. Okay. I am going to use inspiration for this because ideally this is the best play here. What are the chances of doing the same thing twice? Alright. Son of a shit. It's impossible for us to get a 5 again. Son of a fuck.
Zarel's mind is a steel trap, sharp, strong, and ready to clamp down on anything that intrudes. There's no way in.
The goblins! They failed me. They failed us all.
You lying little! And what would you do to those that have failed you?
They are put to death, obviously.
True. Ultimate failure must earn ultimate punishment. Night Warden Minthara, your crime is incompetence, and your sentence is death.
No!
Make her passing slow, disciple Zarel. Be creative.
Fuck. I don't think Belle can watch her die. Shit. Don't kill her. She's a loyal servant of the Absolute.
A new true soul come to share their wisdom? And what do you have to contribute?
She's not lying. She served the Absolute faithfully.
A pity, then, that her faith was so inadequate. Take her below.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye-bye, princess.
Kill the goblins, too.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit!
Whoa!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
Babe, you should just leave. You really should just leave.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish.
Whew. Well, fuck. Gotta go save Minthara. Belle is going to give a curt nod. A little, shocked at that display and not quite knowing what to make of it.
Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command.
Let's go rescue
Report
Minty.
to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake!
Belle doesn't have time for the goblins. Not to mention that, setting them free might sow some discord amongst their ranks in the goblin camp. Without Minthara there, maybe they'll abandon the absolute bullshit altogether. Or, better yet, rally against. So, that's the game plan. Gods, release them.
Oh, praise the Absolute! And praise her true soul!
You did the right thing. I'm sure those nasties deserved a bollocking, but we're no executioners. Let's go see what Zarel makes of it.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn what fuels his power.
Shit. Well, I know Astarion disproved. He's being a little short-sighted. I don't blame him. He didn't grow up in the Underdark. But enemies of my enemies are a weapon in my hands. So. Fuck. Well, maybe talking to some people around here will give us some information?
Good luck, true soul. The disciple demands much of those who serve her.
The disciple, we keep hearing that. Is that supposed to be Zarel?
Very well. You'll find traders in the entrance hall. Absolute draws coin as well as pilgrims, eh?
An honor, true soul.
Absolute store.
Don't try giving orders, true soul. Everyone here answers directly to Zarel.
Cool. Didn't try anything, but go off, I guess. Okay. Okay, so I can't go down yet.
Seems simple enough.
Okay, so this brings us out here. This will likely lead outside. Yes. No. Wait, can I tell Mig about the spooky shit I found?
Shh! You loud! Clumsy!
I encountered the being living in the walls.
Being? Telling! Tell Mig!
It's some kind of illithid being.
Uh-huh. Okay. But how taste?
I didn't lick it.
Mig thought true souls was brave.
Oh my god. You can go lick it if you would like, but I would prefer not to. Alright, let's see if they have anything to say.
Hello, my sweet.
No. We just watched all that, and, ooh, nobody has anything to say. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, well, can't go down. So where do I go? It is Disciples' Rel, I was right. Well. Seek protection from the... We gotta find a moon lantern. God, there's so much shit to do here. Okay, so. Let's go. Report. Okay, we have explored the entire first floor. Good. We can go speak to Z'rell? Question mark? Oh, this is the person who went with us. Can I touch any of this? Oop.
Anything of use?
Not much. Oh, well, if you're gonna come over here.
It was an honor to walk the shadows at your side.
Uh-huh.
A little more inviting here, though, eh?
No, not really, actually.
No feuding under this roof, true soul. We're all one under the Absolute. More's the pity.
Cool. Whatever.
You're not the first to brave the dark for the Absolute. The war camp's are full to bursting.
Hopefully, now that I sent those gobbies back, it won't be. Orcs of the Trail to Hills. Oh, this is from Disciples' Rel on behalf of Ketheric Thorm. The recent dismemberment of Agent Morse, True Cell 26, by Lord Herod's guard of the Ringfolk stronghold is a clear indication that our strategy for co-opting the Orcs of the Trail to Hills needs to be adjusted. Sending a herald to talk was regarded as evidence of weakness, so we must assume an attitude of dominance in our next attempt. The true soul among us who best understands Orcish customs is undoubtedly Sir Yags of Scornabel. He shall be sent, backed up by a pair of ogres, to deliver a direct personal challenge to Lord Herod, using as an excuse the dismemberment of Morse. Yax is to defeat Herod and then force him to swear fealty to the Absolute, and in return, we shall back Herod in the conquest and alliance of the two other Trailta tribes. Inform Sir Yax as soon as he returns from the Werewoods. Werewoods? Okay. Taking the groves off the table? Oh, someone's sleeping. Cool. Is that it? Oh. I didn't even see this one. A map of Baldur's Gate, depicting the upper city, the lower city, and outer city as far as Worm's Crossing, as well as Grey Harbor, and the near course of the Scienthar. Taking the groves off the table. Dictated to 𝒸𝒾𝒶 by General Ketheric. How far down? Okay. Druids. Meddling and meddlesome. I have a history with them that makes me wary of underestimating them. They will certainly not welcome the rise of the Absolute in their vicinity, and could become significant obstacles if we don't find a way to take them out of play. I speak here, for starters, of the Emerald Grove and of the Cloakwood Circle. They cannot easily be defeated without a significant diversion of resources, but they can, perhaps, be neutralized from within. Druids, by their very nature. Do not smile, Yanthus. Value the balance of natural forces over the welfare of humanity in general, and in the extreme. This is expressed by the faction historically known as the Shadow Druids, who favor complete separation of the circles from what they regard as the ills of civilization. We shall identify the current leaders of the Shadow Druids, cultivate them with gifts while intimidating them with threats, and encourage them to see that the wisest and most prudent course is for the Druid circles to stand neutral as the army of the Absolute marches on the blighted cities of the civilized. Disciples shall select an appropriate agent to parley with the Shadow Druid leaders. Eventually, all shall be infected with tadpoles. Damn. It's wild that by extension... Make sure I didn't miss anything over here. Ooh. Recruiting gnolls. Oh, okay. Good. By extension, Korga doing what the Absolute wanted. Recruiting gnolls. Another disciple swell. Though gnolls verge upon being brute beasts who cannot follow orders couched in even the simplest terms, they can fulfill one important role in an army such as the one we are building. That of vanguard shock troops. Howling gnoll berserkers can be sent ahead in frontal assault to absorb defenders' spells and missile volleys, exhausting our enemies' ammunition before the arrival of the organized phalanxes of our less savage troops. Accordingly, Ragsland's hobgoblin rangers are hereby detached to the wilderness to track down gnoll war packs, capture each pack's flind leader, and bring them back in good condition to Moonrise Tower for tadpoling. The Flins can then be returned to their war packs, where we can count on the rank and file to follow the orders of their leaders, who will then be loyal to the Absolute. 6 such packs should meet our needs. See to it. Whew. Jeez. Alright, we can look at this row of books. And that one. What belongs on the ground. And the desk. Okay. We talk to both of these people. rot everywhere. It's a shame because I bet this place was very pretty before it became this. Alright, so there's a bunch of shit going on over here. Oh! Oh! Hello? Well, there's Zrel. So, what the fuck is all this? Oh, can't go in there.
Wide, gaping sockets that see nothing. And still they seem to watch you.
Oh, I hate it, thanks. Well, I'm here for Zrel.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Zrel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. She sees the goblins walking free, and a burning rage fans across your mind like wildfire.
Explain yourself.
Oh, I want to be snarky, but... yeah, this is definitely our highest, block of stats, that is. They won't get far. Let the curse take them, and save us a job of cleaning up their innards. Alright, now that we, don't have any inspo. Need it.
Very pragmatic, but very boring. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this brain of yours.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palate. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
I really want to. And persuasion is our biggest stat block. God, this is gonna be so fucking funny. I have to. I have to. Immediately, Belle fills her mind's eye with the night she spent with Astarion. Back in our camp near the grove. Oh, this is so good. These first. No! Oh, we have inspiration? What did we get inspiration from? I gotta use it for here because it's just too good. You better fucking work this time, I swear to fuck. Eilistraee, please. Please. Son of a fuck.
My. Your lust for the neck pricker is succulent. I'd like to take a bite out of him myself. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted.
I'm sorry, Astarion. I'm sure that was incredibly uncomfortable. Everything. What exactly do you want?
To take without asking, to feel without doubting, and to kill without consequence. In a word, freedom.
How do we want to push this envelope? I don't think Belle really wants to fuck with the Absolute. I'm not interested in meeting the Absolute and figuring out how to meet the Absolute. But do I want to piss her off either? Because she had no qualms barging into our mind. Freedom. Your only purpose is to serve Ketheric and the Absolute.
I choose to serve, and I'm glad to. Your words are dangerously close to heresy, true soul.
Time to die? Don't you aspire to rule rather than serve?
Of course. And when Baldur's Gate falls, it won't be long until those that serve General Thorm well will rule the Sword Coast alongside him. You can be among them. I have a mission that will earn you the General's favor.
That's it. Play along.
Drillin, hush.
The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
I feel like at this point, she's very much realizing that, first of all, Drorlin's not smart enough to be this conniving and to have been this manipulatively deceptive. It's just not his way, right? She's starting to feel a little used, and that is not sitting well, I don't think. Oh, do you? Well, it so happens that I have a price.
You feel her presence in your head again. She grips your mind, squeezing until your vision blurs with pain.
Owie.
The Absolute's blessings have far greater value than any price you could name. Be wise. Obey.
I don't want to. If I attack her right now, that's probably not going to go well. I think Bella's smarter than that. So I think she's going to wince, grit her teeth. What do I need to do?
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home.
Belle's not a spy. Well, okay, so the spying that she does and the manipulating that she does is all from a very social perspective. Political intrigue and the like. This is not her cup of tea. The rules that she knows how to operate under don't really apply here. She's not used to taking on the guise of another person in that sense. So I see how she would make a poor spy with that concept in mind. But I don't think she's very much used to being under another's heel like this either. That's not her mother, at least. And what if Balthazar's dead?
Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters.
What exactly was this relic he was sent to retrieve?
It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
Fuck! Man, my rolls are so bad today. I know we already kind of went over it, but just in case there's any added context. You said you lost contact. What do you mean?
And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry.
Understood. Then, I'm ready to head out.
The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Oh! We got some, inspo from Astarion. Thank you. And Balthazar's room key. Well, we got our light.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
And how was one chosen to ascend?
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more. Disciple Z'rell has given you a chance to earn that honor.
Oh, the rolls are making me so upset today. What's with the skeletons? Does the Absolute dabble in necromancy now?
Her design does not end at the grave, Blessed One. You will serve, whether you ascend or fall. And I find use for even the fallen. I hope that is some comfort to you.
This is the 9th house confirmed. Insight is a wisdom-based check, if I remember correctly. All right. Well, we can go through here. Actually, no, we cannot. We can go through here. Where's what's-his-fuck's room? Can I look at the map? So, okay, that's the direction we can go. So, if he destroyed the eye right afterwards, well, if he destroyed the eye, that would be an interesting turn. Not if it was destroyed. If Balthazar destroyed it so he couldn't be tracked. Okay, gotta peek around. Oh, can I? It won't let me straighten that, will it? This picture. Seeing much of anything. So many books and not a thing on them. An absolute shame. No pun intended, Jesus Christ. Came out of my mouth before I thought better of it. Almost no point to checking these because there's never anything in them. Oh, the leadership of the Zents. A battered manuscript, inconsistent in color and construction. The content appears to be following up on previous material. I don't think we've read this before. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by 𝒸𝒹𝒾𝒶? Elgin? a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denia for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the Metatext, her god's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Despite their protestation to the contrary, it takes no keen eye to see echoes of Banite philosophy in modern Zhentarim practice. A strict militaristic hierarchy where all power flows from the top. Who occupies that position today is a matter of some speculation, for the Black Network's leadership was thought destroyed along with their headquarters at Zendil Keep in 1383 DR. In the following decades, however, a new base of power began to consolidate at the forces of Darkhold, far to the south. At its center stands the Paragost, an enigmatic armored figure to whom the Zhentarim's rebirth is almost single-handedly attributed. Whoever their leader, it is clear that this new Zhentarim have not abandoned plans for domination so much as recalculated their approach. Where once the focus was on the subversion and conquest of nations, the network of today is much more concerned with establishing the stranglehold on the market, a power which crosses borders that are closed to more conventional forces. Cool. I do think we read that one, though. I'm gonna pick it up anyways. Oh, a scroll of See Me. Disguised to 4 members of your party. Well, don't mind if I do. Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast 4, The Risen Road. An old, cheaply bound book that's starting to fall to pieces. Have you read this? I think we have. But I guess it's for people who didn't pick it up the first time. Oh. An absolute outfit. Adorned with the tripartite symbol of the Absolute, this ensemble of black and green presents the wearer as either a mocker or a devotee of the cult. Or someone who likes the cut and color. Or someone who's cold. Well, let's take it just in case. You never know. We might need it. A little gift. Marcus, I assume no explanation is needed for just how rare these appendages are, and I trust you shall make good use of them. You have a golden opportunity to please the General. Do not squander it. Access to the unwilling donor has proven difficult since the harvesting, but if I am afforded the opportunity, I shall pass along your gratitude. B. Alright. I can have that. I can't have these things. So what's different? Beheading the Bitterroot. This book is redolent with the enticing smell of paper and ink. I don't think we've read this. No, because it's from Zrel. The Grimforge region is an important choke point, as it controls access to Moonrise Towers via the Underdark. But Grimforge is occupied by the 𝒸𝒾𝒶 Bitterroot clan. Though not numerous, these 𝒸𝒾𝒶 are a band of tough combatants, and could prove inconvenient obstacles should we need to move military assets quickly through the region. These 𝒸𝒾𝒶 must be neutralized. Accordingly, let a team of Orin's crack doppelganger assassins be... Doppelganger assassins? Alright. Be assigned the task of killing King Gwairden, the monarch of the Bitterroot clan. After the assassination, the team is to gather Gwairden's head, and especially his crown, before ensuring that both are hurled into the fathomless depths. The Bitterroots, unable to crown a new king, will fracture into crawling subclans, the leaders of which can one by one be tadpoled. Disciples Rel on behalf of Ketheric. Ew. Okay, he just hadn't registered yet. Well, we haven't talked to Gloric, have we?
You can pass. In the name of the salute.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, we can go out that door. I don't see any more stacks of books. Oh, no, I'd like to go out, please. Oh. I remember this. The amount of empty boxes, barrels. Okay. I'll leave the smoke powder bomb for somebody. I don't care about it.
Hey, true soul. What's the word? Armies gathered outside. The general giving us marching orders.
Well, I don't mind sowing a little discord. Keep it to yourself, but the general's advice is missing.
The necromancer? The general won't leave one of his own behind. He might be the Absolute's chosen now, but he's still a soldier at heart.
Oh, Balthazar?
Seen the view out west from the terrace? All those beasts camped under one banner. That's the Absolute's power. The General's power.
Ew. Alright. Oh. Oh! I can't touch all this shit because it's your shit. Okay, alright. Now. I can't even read it. Okay. Well, that was good to check. We've already read that, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. But I can read this. A rich and fertile land. This ancient map depicts the area surrounding Moonrise Towers in detail, depicting a profusion of local fauna, deers, rabbits, black bears, and flora, with special emphasis placed on areas for prolific foraging. Well, it certainly doesn't seem that way anymore. So that's all I'm getting with that. I don't want to bother that individual again. So let's go through here. Oh, well. They did say he was a necromancer. Jesus.
This good slate looks like the other. Another story about the Githyanki prince.
God. This place must... Ugh, it smells so bad. Oh, it's so unnerving, too. A clasped book. This is a log on the work of one of Balthazar's necromancers, 𝒸𝒹 Bone Daughter, dated 10 days ago. So a 10 day is like a week, but obviously 10 days. But that's just how they use it. They don't say a week, they say a 10 day. After the state the Fallen was in, I never expected 𝒸𝒹 would be able to save it. I was hoping the usurped thing would die. That's what it would have wanted. It's not as if 𝒸𝒹 studying it is going to prove much. It was damaged in the attack far beyond what the mere tadpole could do. But she seems fond of the foul creature. Let her play with it. Another entry seems to be written into this log, dated a 10 day later. I should not, in hindsight, have let 𝒸𝒹 keep her pet. Ever since it was shipped onto one of the Naughter Lords to be deployed, she has been inconsolable. It won't survive out there. It needs me. It isn't like the others. The feral thing will make a fine warrior for the Absolute. Now my best assistant is distracted thinking about it. She will come to heal again soon enough. Gross. And you sound gross, Balthazar. I'm surprised there's not a head stuffed in that vase. Ew. A heart. A human heart. Carefully cut from the chest. Coagulating blood slowly drips from an artery. Ew. What a fucking psychopath. A blood bank bottle. A dessert wine. You just have a dessert wine sitting here? I'm taking it. You don't deserve it. A surgery kit? Ugh. Well, attention acolytes. A reminder. Acolytes are permitted entry to my chambers for the sole purpose of collecting moon lanterns. My library is not to be tampered with. While the Absolute appreciates your eagerness to learn, my bookshelves do not. Any requests to borrow from them must be given to me in advance, and are like to be refused. Should you desire information on poisons, do not think to read any tome on the subject here. They are inclined to grant more knowledge than the written word could provide. Remember, the Absolute's purpose is better served by a beating heart than a poisoned mind. Though if you choose death, I will ensure you serve her still. Gross. Well, can't loot the corpse. But you know what I can do? Do I have that necklace on presently? Ew! There's so many. Okay, I'm gonna do that now. Balthazar's apprentice? Dude, you need to calm down.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Fuck, it was a good idea.
The corpse does not respond.
But... Alright, well, I guess we continue our messy exploration. Balthazar's personal notes, too. Note. Install a drain beneath library's conventional medicine shelf. It's wasteful to let all the blood seep through the flagstones, and it will rust the spikes besides. A line slashes through the above, the same hand in fresh ink below. Disregard. The smell gives me sweet dreams. Ew. Why is this guy so gross? I mean, I guess if you're serving the Absolute, you gotta be pretty gross. I'm nervous. Well, I mean, we can kill this motherfucker out in the wilds, so I'm not really worried about him finding out whether or not we rifled through his stuff, but... If we close the door... Let's close the door.
That might be worth a look.
What? Okay, thank you. Conventional medicine, galvanic interrogations, poisons and venoms, musty tomes. I bet there's a kill trap for the poisons and venoms, because he's had the bit about people wanting to look at his poisons, and it sounded like they would meet a messy fate should they try. So instead of him disciplining them, maybe if it's just that. Oh, a telescope. Can we look through it?
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
Well, okay, I guess. Oh, there's our moon lantern. Thank you. All right. What else? A magnifying glass. I want that. We already took one wine.
But that will fit in my pack.
Do I want to fuck with the chest? Kinda do. Kinda do. Goblins, the 𝒸𝒾𝒶 Gambit. Goblin troops, though crude and a bit dim, are valuable because they are adaptable and can be fitted into a number of different military roles, excelling as archery skirmishers and war cavalry scouts. If rigorously drilled, some can function as disciplined phalanxes armed with half-pikes, and even the ones who can't be trained to march in step can serve as prime catapult fodder. The key to recruiting a tribe of goblins is their profound respect for their priests, who lead the tribe members in the worship of all-conquering 𝒸𝒾𝒶. Therefore, let the high priests of the 7 tribes of the southwest Sword Coast be invited to a grand council, a feast where they will all be well-fed, well-flattered, and well-lubricated with jugs of plonk, laced with a mild paralytic. The priests will awaken with new guests in their crania and be led into docile devotion to a new and greater god than 𝒸𝒾𝒶, the Absolute. And trust me, where the priests go, their warriors will follow. Why is he so gross? Why is he so gross? Is anything on the skelly? Just a bone. I really do want to look in the thingy. Alright.
How delicious. Easy.
Ideally, I'd check for traps first, but... Rolls, why are you failing me today? I mean, I can get it, but Jesus. Dice, why?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Derivation cloak. When you poison a foe, heal yourself. Based on a mad alchemist's experiment to derive youth from his victims by poisoning them, this cloak relies on a much more reliable arcane formula. So this will be good with the ring that I've got. So I am going to take it. Thank you. Besides, if he comes back, how is he gonna know it was us? I don't think I can reach that yet. Mortar and pestle. Glass distillation set. Large bottle. Oh, we didn't check this urn. I'm not gonna touch that shit yet because I want to make sure I look through the entire room. Is that a cot? It's probably for the assistant, huh? Does it seem to be smoking over here? I'll take those. Personal notes 3. Jesus, my guy. A big pot. Alright. I'll take those too. Let's read his personal notes. Requests from the next caravan. Any works by Mordenkainen must catch up on current events. No Volo, but a century of ignorance. Hinvelum holds ink like no other. Could harvest from an acolyte. New copy of Swift and Sudden Death for library. Current volume badly scorched. Okay, let me make sure I've clocked everything. There's another hut. I don't blame him for not wanting Volo's work. Volo's just a big fop.
Light on my feet.
What are you burning? Charred prayer book. So there was a book.
Here goes nothing.
Charred prayer book. I bet this is Tashar. My dog, goddess. When I lost my daughter, I learned my purpose. When I learned my purpose, I gathered the flock. When the flock was full, I punished the wicked. And when the wicked struggled, I struck them down. My dark goddess, I am yours. This is some Shar bullshit. I bet. I am gonna take that. Okay. So. We got the moon lantern. I'm gonna leave this bullshit for next time. I'm in here because I want to go and rescue Minthi. And I think we have to go and do the main quest first. So. That's everything in here that I'm going to fuck with for now. Just doing another check with Alt. Okay. Now we have our moon lantern. Now we can go outside and not be cursed. Just can't go through there yet. It is real hard to get downstairs. This hallway is tight. Okay, so can I go through these big doors now? Just waltz right out the front.
Soul of many thoughts, one mind.
All right. Oh. Maybe we'll go in there later. All right, what do we... Our spell slots seem fine. But I want to make sure that we get enough long rests in.
You know, Minthara's still locked up somewhere in there. We could save her. Or not.
Absolutely. And I will absolutely do that. But right now, yeah, we've got some stuff to talk about, and I don't want to rush through any of this. Wow, this is wild. New camp, new camp. We've got a definitive chat with Will, which doesn't surprise me at all because of Mizora.
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed countless cruelties, faced unimaginable evil. But Thorm, he is made of pure hate. The Sword Coast will rejoice when the bastard's fallen. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination.
I do think Missouri is more the forefront of our mind, so I think that's what we would ask about first. Missouri wants us to rescue a devil from Moonrise. Is this a common sort of request?
It's a first. Missouri set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
I love that poor sweet baby Will has been pushed to the point of cursing. I thought she was supposed to hunt devils. Doesn't this violate your contract?
The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the heartless. But nowhere was it stated that I can't help one. Either we find it, or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the Blood War.
That's horrifying. I'm sorry, Will.
I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
Any idea where we'll find Duke Ravengard now that we've reached Moonrise?
Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess, Thorm will have confined him in the bowels of the tower. The deeper we dig, the closer we get.
Yeah. I honestly would assume that he might be held in Ketheric's room personally. Hi, Nuggie. What are you doing, little boy? He's hunting somebody. All right. I wish I could tell Volo about that letter that slandered him. Well, technically it's libel because it's written, but...
May the darkness protect you.
Okie doke.
We must press forward. Let's deal with Ketheric, then find Voss in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, that's right. We're going to ask her about the Githyanki disc that we found in Moonrise Towers.
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the Comet.
Go on then. Let's hear it.
The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more.
Could Orpheus really be alive, do you think?
It is not just improbable, it is impossible. Kithrak Voss and his red dragon slayed the fell prince. You could no more resurrect him than you could glue together the pile of ashes he became. My Vash taught that the silver bells of Vlaakith's court still ring out before every hunt in celebration of the prince's defeat. As a child, I longed to hear them for myself, and sing in praises to the deathless queen and her Githyanki.
Who is the great red dragon, Emalynde, or the story?
Tiamat's emissary. It was he who carried word that Mother Gith had negotiated the gift of the dragons, and that 𝒸𝒾𝒶 I would preside as Queen of the Githyanki. Emalynde remains the Queen's consort to this day, as endless as the empire he now serves.
Tiamat, huh?
Anything more?
Well.
Soldier?
So you had a friend in Avernus? You never said.
You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it. I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends.
She gave you a note. What did it say?
Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious.
A pity. Sounds like she meant something to you, in whatever small way.
I guess she did. Much as it makes me want to puke to admit it. Devils, you know. Fucking devils. They really screw with you, don't they?
Oh, honey. I'm so sorry.
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
How, though? These lands must bring back bad memories for you. I hope you're still faring all right with this.
It's not easy, seeing the ravages of the shadow curse. But your camp is a most welcome solace. You've shared your fire with me, your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness. But one I couldn't do without. Thank you.
Oh. You're welcome.
You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you? Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude.
Wow, Belle is so thirsty, honey. I don't think I've had this many options to hit on someone before. I genuinely don't. No, it's needed. I understand how you feel.
Yes, I think you do. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creations.
I don't know whether he's talking about me or not. I like that you have your little camp set up here. It's pretty cute. I'm considering whether or not to go ahead and long rest just in case we need to have scenes here. Because I know that's a mechanic of the game. Let's, for the sake of dialogue, go ahead and end the day then. Now, everyone is getting ready for bed. Oh! Exactly. We had so much happen. I know there has to be stuff.
A line with a fork and 1, 2, 3 dots. Bloody infernal. How was anyone meant to read this garbage?
Do you want me to take a look?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I can leave you alone.
Wait. I'm sorry. You caught me by surprise, that's all. I've been tracing the scars on my back with my fingers, trying to read them by touch. But I can't. They may as well be written in Rashimi.
Do you want me to get you a mirror?
That had better be a joke. I can't read it with a mirror, and it seems I can't read it with my hands either.
Because it's not a thing in VTM. Mirrors don't work that way in VTM, unless you either have a folklore bane or Arla Sombra. Would you like me to take a look?
This isn't your problem, you know.
I know. Now, you can shut up and turn around, or...
Fine.
The jagged script is definitely infernal, the language of the hells, but you can't make out its meaning.
And? What can you see?
I'm not sure. Hold still. I'll draw it for you.
What in the hells? What did he do to me?
Wait, does he speak Infernal? I don't remember. I know we identified it as, but I don't remember. But if he's trying to read it by touch, I'm gonna assume that he knows at least enough. What does it say?
I have absolutely no idea. But it's no poem. 2 centuries carrying this. And I can finally see it.
Did you ever see Cazador write an Infernal before?
No. I could have missed it, of course, but I doubt it. Cazador was only figuratively hellish. There were never any devils hanging about the crypt. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
We'll figure it out. I promise.
Will we? How... sweet.
Interesting. I wonder if we can follow up on that at all.
Yes, darling.
Damn. I want to ask so many more questions than that. All right. Oh, no, I would like to split that, please. We'll just do this, because this isn't a proper rest. We're just trying to get some dialogue.
So you found the seat of the Absolute's power. And what a power it is. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. Ketheric Thorm is clearly important. But I wonder if there's more to it than that. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
But it's so hard now because I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. Also, I didn't realize that we were having a very dressy sleepover. So you keep on saying. And why should I believe you?
I'm not going to argue with you, but pray you never find out. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its desperation. Unfortunately, That also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But where all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Someone stepped on the subtitles key, apparently. I was trying, I don't know if you could see my arm moving, but she was trying to come and step over here, and I was playing goalie, and I had to pick her up. What a brat child. Alright. Jorland's given us a bit to think about. And I hate not having subtitles, because I can't hear properly or remember it if I didn't read it. That sucks. I might, after stream, go back and rewatch that. Just so it can sit in my head better. So there's another large city called 𝒸𝒾𝒶. Some of my NPCs in my long-standing campaign are from 𝒸𝒾𝒶. There are other large cities. 𝒸𝒾𝒶's not the only one. 𝒸𝒾𝒶 is another city. I don't think it exists in current day anymore. I think it was fucked up in the Sundering, if my memory serves. And I'm not sure it was restored. Some things were in 5th edition, but there's some cool Drow-specific items, which I really love. Really love. So let's find... Oh. These are places you can go. So, the city is divided up into different sections, just like any city. And so, Narbondalin, obviously, is kind of near Narbondal. And it, like, lists out the sorts of places you might find there. There is a public bathhouse called the Black Sapphire Bath. One of a dozen public baths scattered about the city, the Black Sapphire Bath is primarily a gathering place for males seeking to rid themselves of a day's sweat and grime, not to mention a place to socialize and relax in leisurely comfort away from the overbearing presence of females. Patrons can be bathed by servants or left alone as they wish. Many fires keep the octagonal pools warm, its steaming mineral water scented with a choice of fragrances. Although not a fest hall, there are no rules against guests enjoying a more amorous activity with one another, or with the bathing staff, if additional coin is forthcoming. So, we love shit like that. Can you imagine? Ooh, love it. Bless. Oh, and then I have come across the slave markets. That also does not surprise me. I, absolutely love they're breaking it down by district. This is in 𝒸𝒾𝒶 specifically. And I just... Ooh, relationships. Ooh, there's an elephant in here. What else? Again, I haven't... This is the first time I flipped through it, so I haven't, read it properly. Oh, different types of drow, potentially? Oh, I just saw Jarlaxle's name in here. Oh! It's because my favorite group in D&D, favorite group of all time, Bragendarth. I love Jarlaxle so much. Ooh, and it goes through the schools. We've got Melee Magfair, and Sorcere, Arachnilith, and that's all in Tierbrush. Some other houses that, again, I'm not going to show you just in case, because I want to experience as much of the game organically as possible. Ooh, and there's some stuff you can do to like stat out your own house. I didn't use this because this is the first time I've looked at this book. I just went ahead and fleshed things out more from a role play perspective. This helps you with like house traits, how much wealth your house has, and so each house has like a particular strength. Some are very military oriented and they have like lots of warriors, fighters, that sort of thing. Lots of people from 𝒸𝒾𝒶. Some people, like we talked about last time, are really well versed in psionics. And others, Church of Wolf, which is what House Davianlir is. And here we go, this house rank. The different factions. Oh, it's got some proverbs and phrases. 𝒸𝒾𝒶. Old trust is foolish. Oh man, about currency, the different merchant clans. Ooh. This will be really good. I'll have read this all by the time we do Dirge, so I can really lay into the extra Drow lore for our Dirge playthrough. Oh. It helps you if you do want to like use this as a DM guide. It lets you pick campaign eras because you can choose to play at different points in time because certain stuff happens at certain points in time, and you might want to either avoid some stuff or really get down and dirty with other stuff. So I'm really excited to read through this. ADHD and I don't get along when it comes to like reading physical copies of things. Ooh, I'll show you the City of Menso Branson map real quick. But I think I'm gonna like force it to cooperate for this. All right, let me... Okay, good. There's a colored version. I'm so excited. This is going to be so fun for me to read and freak out about. I hope that each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day or night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I'm so excited to go rescue Nymphy. Thanks for watching. For more content, you can check out these videos, or my stream on Twitch, or my reaction content on TikTok. All the links are in the description. Have a great rest of your day.